Nestled in the heart of Igbo land, Umunze village thrived with lush greenery, bustling markets, and the harmonious hum of traditional songs. The villagers took immense pride in their culture, cherishing each ritual and tradition passed down through generations. Amidst this vibrant community lived Amaka, whose beauty was renowned far and wide. Her striking features and graceful demeanor captured the hearts of many, but her heart remained an enigma. The first suitor, Chaik, approached Amaka with confidence, believing his charm could win her over. He brought gifts of fine cloth and jewelry, hoping to impress her. Amaka politely declined, her smile never wavering, but her eyes held a distant sadness. Chaik left bewildered, unable to understand why such a beautiful girl would reject him. Amaka's friends, Nneka and Adia, often discussed the suitors who came calling. "Why do you keep rejecting them?" Nneka asked one afternoon. Amaka shrugged, hiding her true feelings behind a practiced smile. "I have my reasons," she replied softly, avoiding further probing. Obi, the second suitor, was a wealthy trader who believed his fortune would surely attract Amaka. He arrived with a grand entourage, bearing expensive gifts. Amaka received him graciously but once again declined his proposal. Obi left in frustration, his pride wounded by her refusal. Rumors began to swirl around the village about Amaka's constant rejections. "Does she think she's too good for everyone?" some villagers whispered. Others speculated there was more to her refusals than met the eye. Amaka ignored the gossip, her resolve unwavering. The village elders convened a meeting to discuss Amaka's situation. "We must find out why she refuses all suitors," one elder stated. They decided to summon her for a discussion, hoping to uncover the truth. Amaka was apprehensive, but agreed to meet with them. "Amaka, you are a treasure of our village," began the eldest councilman. "Why do you turn away every suitor?" Amaka hesitated, searching for the right words. "I have my reasons," she finally said, her voice trembling slightly. Ikechukwu, a kind-hearted farmer, approached Amaka with a humble proposal. He spoke earnestly, expressing his admiration and respect for her. Amaka, touched by his sincerity, still declined his offer. Ikechukwu accepted her decision gracefully, though he was visibly disappointed. Amaka's mother, Nkechi, grew increasingly worried about her daughter's future. "Amaka, you must think of your future," she pleaded one evening. "I know," Mama Amaka replied softly, tears welling in her eyes. "But I can't explain why I'm doing this." Nneka and Ada grew frustrated with Amaka's secrecy. "You need to talk to us," Amaka Ada insisted. "We're your friends, we want to help." Amaka shook her head, the pain of her past still too raw to share. Another suitor, Emeka, was determined to win Amaka's heart. He visited her regularly, each time bringing more elaborate gifts. Amaka appreciated his efforts but remained firm in her refusal. Emeka's persistence only strengthened her resolve. Her father, Okik, tried to appeal to her sense of duty. "Amaka, our family name depends on you," he said gently. "I know you want the best for me, Papa," she responded, "but I can't marry someone I don't love." The tension between Amaka and her friends reached a boiling point. "Why won't you tell us what's going on?" Nneka demanded. "We're worried about you." Amaka's eyes filled with tears as she struggled to maintain her composure. Amaka often dreamt of a different life, one where she was free from the shadows of her past. She imagined a world where she could love without fear. But each morning, reality brought her back to the constraints of her trauma. Her heart remained locked away, inaccessible to any suitor. Nnamdi, a respected teacher in the community, became the next suitor. His intelligence and kindness had earned him a good reputation. He approached Amaka with genuine affection, hoping to connect with her. Amaka, though appreciative, turned him down as well. The community began to voice their concerns more openly. What will become of Amaka, they wondered aloud. Will she ever marry? The elders decided to intervene more directly, seeking a solution to this growing issue. The elders suggested that Amaka visit the village shrine for guidance. "Perhaps the spirits can help you," they advised. Amaka agreed, though skeptical, and made the journey to the sacred place. She prayed for clarity, hoping for a sign to guide her path. At the shrine, Amaka reflected deeply on her life and decisions. She asked the spirits for strength and understanding. The silence of the shrine offered a moment of peace, but no clear answers. She left with a heavy heart, still searching for resolution. Her parents confronted her once more, desperation in their eyes. "We only want what's best for you," her mother cried. "Please, Amaka, Tell us what's wrong. Amaka's heart ached with the weight of their concern. Chukwuemeka, a well-respected hunter, became the 5th suitor to approach Amaka. His bravery and skill were well known throughout the village. He offered her a life of security and respect. Amaka declined, her heart still burdened by unspoken pain. Nneka and Ada made one final attempt to reach out to Amaka. "We're here for you, no matter what," Nneka assured her. "Please, trust us," Ada added. Amaka wanted to confide in them, but the trauma held her back. A curious villager, Okechukwu, approached Amaka directly. "Why do you turn everyone away?" he asked bluntly. Amaka forced a smile, masking her discomfort. "I have my reasons," she repeated, her voice barely above a whisper. The elders decided to hold a council meeting with Amaka's parents present. "We must find a way to help her," one elder stated firmly. Amaka's parents agreed, hoping the council could offer guidance. The meeting was set for the following week. Nnamdi, a young and ambitious trader, became the next suitor. His prospects were promising, and he had high hopes for winning Amaka's heart. He presented his case with confidence, but Amaka remained unmoved. Nnamdi left disappointed. Another suitor turned away. Speculations about Amaka's rejections grew more intense within the community. "There must be something she's hiding," they whispered. Why else would she refuse everyone? Amaka avoided their gazes, the weight of their scrutiny heavy on her shoulders. Nkeki, driven by desperation, sought help from a neighboring village. She hoped an outside perspective might offer a solution. The neighboring village's wise woman agreed to visit Umunze and speak with Amaka. Nkechi's hope was renewed, if only slightly. The wise woman, an elder named Chinyere, arrived in Umunze. She was known for her deep understanding and compassionate nature. Chinyere spent time observing Amaka, sensing the turmoil within her. She decided to approach Amaka gently, offering a listening ear. Chinyere and Amaka sat together under a large tree, the shade providing a calm atmosphere. "You carry a heavy burden," Chinyere began softly. "It's okay to share your pain." Amaka felt a connection with the wise woman, her walls beginning to crumble. Open her heart to anyone. The memory was a shadow that loomed over her every day, coloring her interactions and decisions. Chinyere listened quietly, her heart aching for the young woman. She promised Amaka that healing was possible, though it would take time and support. With Chinyere's encouragement, Amaka felt a glimmer of hope for the first time in years. She realized that she didn't have to face her pain alone. The wise woman introduced her to the Women's Council, who welcomed her with open arms. Together, they began the journey towards healing. The women of the council were a diverse group, each with their own experiences and wisdom. They provided a safe space for Amaka to express her feelings and fears. Through their stories, Amaka found strength and solidarity. Slowly, she began to reclaim parts of herself that had been lost. Amaka's parents noticed a change in their daughter and felt a mixture of relief and curiosity. "What has brought about this change?" her father asked gently. Amaka shared her journey with the Women's Council, bringing her parents into her world of healing. They embraced her, filled with pride and renewed hope for her future. Easy, a suitor known for his intelligence and compassion, approached Amaka with caution. He had heard about her past, but was drawn to her strength and beauty. Amaka, while appreciative of his qualities, still felt unready to commit. Easy left with respect, understanding that her journey was her own. The elders remained invested in Amaka's well-being and continued to check on her progress. "How are you feeling these days?" one elder asked during a visit. Amaka smiled genuinely for the first time in a long while. "I am healing, slowly but surely," she replied. With the support of the Women's Council, Amaka's confidence grew. She began to participate more actively in village activities, her laughter becoming a common sound. The villagers noticed her transformation and felt admiration for her resilience. Amaka felt the warmth of their acceptance, a stark contrast to her earlier isolation. Nneka and Ada, having learned about Amaka's trauma, felt deep empathy for their friend. "We're so sorry we pushed you," Nneka said, her voice filled with regret. "We had no idea," Ada added, her eyes brimming with tears. Amaka embraced them both, grateful for their understanding and continued friendship. Chidi, a kind and gentle man, approached Amaka with a simple proposal. He didn't bring grand gifts but instead offered his genuine affection and understanding. Amaka appreciated his sincerity but knew she needed more time. Chidi respected her decision and promised to remain a supportive friend. The Women's Council continued to provide Amaka with guidance and encouragement. "You are stronger than you realize," Chinyere told her one day. "Your past does not define you." Amaka held onto these words, feeling their truth resonate within her. Amaka reached a turning point in her healing journey, feeling ready to embrace her future. She still carried the scars of her past but no longer felt controlled by them. The village elders noticed her newfound strength and felt proud of her resilience. Amaka felt a sense of peace, a rare and precious gift. Chukwu, a respectful and intelligent young man, became the next suitor to approach Amaka. He admired her for her beauty and strength, hoping to win her heart. Amaka, though touched by his kindness, still needed time to fully heal. Chukwu left with understanding, vowing to support her from afar. Chinyere visited Amaka one afternoon, sensing a change in her spirit. "You seem lighter," she observed with a smile. "I am," Amaka admitted. "I feel like I'm finally ready to open my heart again." Nnamdi, a tall, dark, and handsome teacher, arrived in Umunze to teach at the community school. His presence stirred interest among the villagers, especially the young women. Nnamdi, however, was drawn to Amaka's quiet strength and beauty. He approached her with genuine interest and respect. Amaka found herself intrigued by Nnamdi's calm and confident demeanor. They began to spend time together, discussing everything from village life to personal dreams. Amaka felt a connection she hadn't experienced with any other suitor. Nnamdi's patience and understanding made her feel safe. Nneka and Ada noticed the change in Amaka and were thrilled. "Nnamdi seems different from the others," Ada observed. "He really cares for you," Nneka added with a smile. Amaka blushed, feeling hopeful about this new relationship. Amaka's parents eyed their traditional attire, met Nnamdi, the tall, dark, and handsome teacher, and were impressed by his character and intentions. "He seems like a good man," her father remarked. "We trust your judgment," her mother added. Amaka felt their support bolster her confidence in pursuing this relationship. Amaka's parents met Nnamdi, the tall, dark, and handsome teacher, and were impressed by his character and intentions. "He seems like a good man," her father remarked. "We trust your judgment," her mother added. Amaka felt their support bolster her confidence in pursuing this relationship. The village elders also took note of Nnamdi's respectful approach to Amaka. They invited him to a council meeting to discuss his intentions. "I wish to honor and support Amaka," Nnamdi stated sincerely. The elders gave their blessing, feeling reassured by his genuine commitment. Amaka and Nnamdi's relationship blossomed, filled with mutual respect and affection. They spent countless hours together on a beautiful park with green trees, learning more about each other's hopes and dreams. Amaka felt her heart opening in ways she never thought possible. Nnamdi's love and patience were healing her wounds. One evening, under the stars, Nnamdi, the tall, dark, handsome teacher, proposed to Amaka, the beautiful, dark-skinned lady with short hair. "Will you marry me, Amaka?" he asked, his eyes full of love and hope. Amaka's heart swelled with joy as she said, "Yes, Nnamdi, I will." Their engagement brought happiness to both their families and the entire village. The village buzzed with excitement as preparations for Amaka and Nnamdi's wedding began. The Women's Council played a significant role, ensuring every detail was perfect. Amaka felt overwhelmed with gratitude for the support she received. The love and joy in the air were palpable. The couples are in their traditional wedding attire. The day of the wedding arrived, and Umunze was adorned with vibrant decorations. Traditional music filled the air, and villagers gathered to celebrate the union. Amaka, dark-skinned lady who has looked stunning in her bridal attire, her eyes shining with happiness. Nnamdi, the tall, dark, handsome teacher, stood proudly beside her, ready to start their new life together. Amaka and Nnamdi exchanged vows, promising to love and support each other always. Their words were filled with emotion, reflecting their journey and commitment. The elders blessed their union, and the villagers cheered with joy. Amaka felt a sense of completeness she had never known before. The wedding celebration was filled with music, dancing, and laughter. Amaka's friends and family rejoiced in her happiness, grateful for her newfound peace. Nnamdi's family embraced Amaka, welcoming her with open arms. The love and unity in the village were a testament to their strength as a community. Amaka and Nnamdi began their life together with hope and optimism. They faced the future hand in hand, ready to support each other through any challenges. Amaka's past no longer held her captive. She felt free to embrace the love she deserved. Their journey was just beginning, filled with endless possibilities. Amaka and Nnamdi became actively involved in the community, giving back in meaningful ways. They worked together on projects to improve the village, earning respect and admiration. Amaka's experiences made her a source of inspiration for others facing similar struggles. Together, they built a life of love and purpose. Chania, the beautiful friend in her Ankara, visited Amaka and Nnamdi, delighted to see their happiness comfortably sitting at their cozy sitting room on brown sofa, watching TV. "You have come so far, Amaka," she said with pride. "Thank you for helping me find my way," Amaka replied, hugging her tightly. Chania's wisdom had been a guiding light in Amaka's darkest times. In time, Amaka and Nnamdi welcomed their first child, a beautiful baby girl. The village celebrated the new arrival, showering the family with love and blessings. Amaka felt a deep sense of fulfillment, her heart full of love for her daughter. She vowed to protect and cherish her family always. Amaka often reflected on her journey, grateful for the strength she had found within herself. She knew her past had shaped her, but it no longer defined her. With Nnamdi by her side, sitting on their bed, the room is modern, decorated with their daughter sleeping on the bed. She faced each day with hope and determination. The love and support she received from her family, friends, and community had been instrumental in her healing. Amaka and Nnamdi, the dark-grown Nigerian couples, focused on educating and empowering the youth in Umunze Community Square. They believed in nurturing the next generation to build a brighter future for their village. Amaka shared her story with young girls, encouraging them to find strength in their own experiences. Together, they fostered a culture of resilience and compassion. Years passed, and Amaka and Nnamdi's who become a little old love continued to grow, touching the lives of everyone around them. Their home was a haven of warmth and joy, a testament to their enduring bond. Amaka's journey from pain to healing became a powerful legacy, inspiring others to overcome their own struggles. In Umunze, her name became synonymous with strength, love, and hope.